And I'm back with another one. Y'all already know what's going on. It's your boy Daz, and this my journal. If you new here, like, comment, and subscribe. If you've been rocking with me for a while, I appreciate you. Keep tuning in, and I'm gonna keep giving you game that I've been learning on a daily basis. With that being said, we on day 18 of the 30-day semen retention challenge. Give it up for yourself. You're almost at day 20, you heard? What I want to talk about today is semen retention bring out your primal energy. Semen retention bring out your primal energy of a man. It bring out the primal energy of a man. The more you build semen retention, the more your shadow side reveal itself. You just gotta learn how to control it. And I realized that, that's why semen retention is important, especially if you a man that's not got feminine ways, but just too soft. If you too soft as a man, semen retention is the perfect thing to do. Cause semen retention, it reveals your shadow side. What I mean by that is a lot of times I used to be this person where I used to be like I got really spiritual and religious at a point in time where I'm like, damn, I don't even want no, I want one girl, I don't want to be this, I don't want that. And then I realized, when I started doing semen retention more and more and more, I realized me doing that was only holding myself back, because I felt like I couldn't control it if I had too much girls, or I couldn't control myself if I was out doing my thing, or if I'm talking to girls. So I'm like this. Cause if I start getting in that zone where I start talking to girls, it's like I'm gonna want to go back. This one, that one, this one, that one. Get back in my old, not my old zone, but get back in a flow of just talking to women. And when you on your when you on your dean, you start looking at things like that. Nah, I can't do that. But that's bad, and I'm gonna explain that why later. You get what I'm saying? Cause your shadow side is a side of you hide or don't show to the world, because it isn't normally accepted. Suppressing your anger or how you really feel because it might hurt someone else's feelings, or not doing what you actually enjoy doing because you was taught or disciplined and wasn't right. Your shadow side is I wouldn't say the true you, but it's the raw, unfiltered you. Your shadow side is the raw, unfiltered you. It's if I could do anything and had anything in this world, what would I do? You gotta ask yourself that sometimes. And literally just hear the answers. Don't try to force answers. Just wait for yourself to give yourself answers. You're gonna get them answers. It's gonna tell you, I want this, I want $1 million, I wanna be a billionaire, I want this. That's your desires. When you start suppressing your shadow side, I want 1 million girls, I want this, that, and third, or I want to tell people how I really feel. That's your shadow side revealing itself. But the only reason a lot of people suppress their shadow side is because growing up, when you grow up and you show anger, oh, don't do that. You show signs of they call it rebellion, but signs of being yourself, or not just listening to what people tell you and actually trying to understand why they tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Not just following rules, but trying to understand why they tell you that's not right. They make it seem like that's not right. They make it seem like being a curious person. What was the saying they used to say? Curiosity killed the cat, but the excitement brought it back. They will never add the last lines to it, because I realized that everybody want to be accepted, and to be accepted, you gotta move a certain way, or you gotta act a certain way, or I feel like it's just a societal norm to act. Oh, don't show your anger. Don't let people know you upset. Don't let people know that you have any emotions. Don't let people know that you like girls a lot. Don't feed into your habit of liking girls a lot, because that's one that's true, but they never tell you that you can control all of that. That's all controllable. Don't lose yourself to it, because your shadow side, or like I call it the beast in you, he gonna let you could lose yourself to money, you could lose yourself to women, you could lose yourself to alcohol or drugs. But if you know how to control it, you control it. But they want, or you could lose yourself to emotions too. But if you know how to control your emotions, you know how to fine tune them and use your emotions when it need to be used. You get what I'm saying? Your shadow side isn't your bad side. It's the side that don't fake the funk. It's the side that don't care about people's feelings. It's just 100% you in a world where they tell you to forget who you are. Your shadow side ain't your bad side. People be wanting you to, like, your shadow side, right, is the side of you where somebody asks you something, somebody will be like, oh, if your girl, right, your girl will be like, you think this dress look good? And you like, your shadow side is the side that be like, no, I don't like that shit. Like, go take that shit off. But you're not gonna do that. You're gonna soften it up and be like, no, it could be better. Or I like it. You're gonna lie. You might lie. When your shadow side wants you to tell the truth, like, no, I don't like that shit. Take that shit off. Go change. Put something else on. You get what I'm saying? It's the side of you that don't fake the funk. Like, it's not going to act like it's okay when it's not okay. I'm okay when I'm not okay. I'm not going to act like something didn't get me angry. I'm not going to act like I don't want to be out here, doing my thing. But guess what? All of that got to be kept under control. All of that got to be kept under control. See, like, your shadow side is like the super raw side. The super raw side. The side that don't give a fuck at all. And the reason I say control it is because if you don't control your shadow side, it could turn into a beast. And I'm going to explain that a little. Matter of fact, let me explain that now. If you don't control your shadow side, it could turn into a beast in the sense of, if you out here and you love, like, I'm a man that love women, all type of women. I know that. But I know at the same time, I can't be out here just dumping my seed in every girl or trying to just attach myself to, not attach, but connect with every girl. Because one, I got shit in life that I want to do. So this is my life. It's not my life. It's not about just chasing girls. Two, it's pleasurable, but pleasure can definitely turn into comfort, and comfort can lead to death. So you gotta always be on top of your shadow side too. Be like, yo, listen, I'm gonna get some buns, but I'm a hold now my, my seed. I'm gonna learn how to hold my seed too. So it ain't like, it's like I'm using my shadow side at will now, if that makes sense. Or some people will act like, oh, I want to be a billionaire. And some people will really put it in their head like, oh, billionaires are grimy, this, that, and the third, this, that, and the third. And it's like, why would you if I want to be a billionaire, don't try to put it in my head that I don't want that. I want that. I don't care what I got to do. I'm going to go get that. That's your shadow side of your will. And when you on semen retention, you start to learn and grow in that shadow side more. And that's what I'm learning too. Like, the more I'm on semen retention, is the more you just grow to, like, I explained it last time, right? Where every time I'm on semen retention, it gets to a point where I feel like I'm not mad, but I'm very bold. I'm very upfront. I'm very direct. So if somebody asks me something, I'm gonna be very direct. If I want something, I'm gonna be very direct. If I, you know what I'm saying? Like I just have that energy where it's like I don't care about anything else but besides what I want. And I'm just like, before, I didn't know how to control that. Cause why? I used to always think that it was like wrong, because that's how I grew up. That you look at certain things as just wrong or right, but it's really a perception. If you can't take the truth, don't ask me no questions. Every time I went around and tried to like get stuff by trying to like be seductive or whatever, it took either 10 times longer than what I wanted, or where I planned on getting it, or it didn't happen at all. But every time I'm direct, I get it. And that's the difference when you want semen retention. Cause you get more direct, you get more focused, you get more locked in on what you want. But a lot of time we look at that energy like it's scary energy, because I might be doing this wrong. I might be making people upset. We keep looking at it from that angle. And it's like, be you. The people that's gonna fuck with you or be in your life, gonna be in your life regardless. Stop letting what people think or how people feel adjust how you not even react, respond. Because we don't react to shit, we respond to shit. So don't let how people feel make you change how you respond or change how you really want, what you really want to say. Nah, be yourself. And that shadow side is just like, when they say shadow work, it's just basically not going back. I would say like just figuring out why you scared to either do certain things, why you put yourself down, or why you look at yourself in certain lights. It's just basically figuring out where did I get this idea of myself from? Especially if it's an idea that you know is not true. Because a lot of people be just insecure and they don't even know why they're insecure. And it's 9 out of 10 is because the people that they grew up around, the other people that they hang around. And then them same insecure people, right? When they get drunk, your shadow side OD show itself when it's drunk. And that's why when you drunk, and that's why when you drink or you are drunk, your shadow side is all out. And that's when it could turn to a beast, because now you're gonna be chasing everything of the world instead of taking care of yourself. Cause now you so thirsty for it. You like but when you do semen retention, it's more of a grounded primal energy where you like, you know what, I gotta get everything I want, but I know I gotta take care of me first. I come first. Everything else come after, but everything I want, I'm gonna get. And you're not as scared. Like, give you an example. You ever been on semen retention and you seen like a beautiful, before you probably was like, you're not shy, but you don't be doing it. You don't be talking too much. But you went on semen retention and you like a week or 2 weeks in, and you like, damn, I'm like, every girl like walk past you now is attractive, and then you walked up to like, out of nowhere, you just gained the courage to just start talking to a girl. Like you just like, I'm talking to girls now. Fuck that. I'm gonna start talking to some women. And then you start talking to women, and then it's like, at first, of course, you're gonna be a little scared, but then you just start easing into it, and it's like, I'm doing this. That's because your shadow side is like, yo, now we gonna go get a girl. Like, yeah, we on semen retention right now, and we want a girl, but we gonna go get a girl. Especially if you like, I'm gonna give you this, right? If you was a person that used to fap a lot or watch porn a lot, when you want semen retention, go talk to some girls. Go talk to some girls, and I promise you won't watch porn ever again. I promise you won't watch. Cause why? You're gonna start to see that it's not that hard talking to girls. You're gonna start to see that women want us just as bad as we want them. Sometimes even better. You're gonna start to see that, all right, the internet is not the real world. The internet is not the real world. So as soon as you start going, I'm telling you this, go on semen retention for 2, 3, for a month. While you on this right now, if you watching this, while you on this right now, go outside and go talk to some girls on semen retention. A lot of other semen retention people never gonna tell you this because they don't understand that it's like a psyche thing for real. This is really like a psyche shit. Like, cause now if you feel like you can't bag no girls or whatever, or if you feel like every time you go out you gonna be shy, and you waiting for a girl to come talk to you, you reverse engineering this shit, brother. Cause girls, yeah, of course, if you a handsome dude, some girls will come talk to you, but we supposed to go talk to the girls, and you want to build that character, or not character, but you want to build that feng shui where you know how to talk to women. So go talk to girls, and that right there is going to start fueling your drive, and it do something where it's like this, right? You're gonna start talking to women. First, you're gonna say, "All right, I'm doing semen retention. I'm not with it. I'm not releasing." You're gonna start talking to women, right? And now that you start talking to women, you're gonna be like, "All right, when I do end my streak, I'm gonna end it. I'm not ending it with corn. I'm gonna end it with a girl." And now that's gonna give you a mission or a motive. And now watch how you just naturally just start talking to more women. Naturally, you're just gonna figure out ways how to just get more women attention. Naturally, and now when you're getting more women attention, you're gonna be like, all right, I'm really holding this, because now it's like you remember that the energy from your seed attract women. Now you talking to women and you feel more comfortable talking to women. So it's like you're not gonna want to go back to the corn, because it's like you're gonna feel like you going against yourself. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason I'm telling you to go out and talk to women is because you letting your shadow side out. You really do want to talk. We men. If you're doing semen retention and you got a girl already, granted, it's different. But if you doing semen retention and you single, let your shadow side out, because your shadow, and once you start understanding, like, all right, understanding the beast, like, and then when you first start, just keep building on it by saying this. Like, you go out there, you're going to talk to any girl you probably see that you see attractive, or any kind of attractive. She got a fat ass but kind of ugly face. You still might talk to her. Then you're going to, every more you want semen retention, or more you building it, you're going to start realizing, like, nah, I don't want them type of girls. I want this type of girl. I want, you know what I mean? And then you're going to start understanding yourself, like, oh shit. So I do want this, but it was a part of me that felt like I couldn't get it or something. And now that's where the shadow work come in. Because it's like, all right, where did that come from? Where did me feel like I couldn't get this come from? You know what I'm saying? And I just did that because I realized that a lot of people well, I used to be one of them people too. Where I used to be not scared of my primal energy, but it used to like frighten me a little bit. In the sense of, I'll be like, damn, I ain't know I didn't give I didn't know that I didn't give a fuck so much. I literally did not know that I, as a person, did not give a fuck that much. I always knew that I was a person that, like, I care about people. Let me say this, right? I care about people, but I got this thing with me where I detach so fast. Like, I just don't care. Like, I want what I want out of life. And I realized that everybody got the opportunity, everybody can make choices to get what they want out of life. So I do not care what people is going through. I do not care about people's problems for real. And it sound crazy. It sound how, matter of fact, I don't care how it sound, but it sound however. And the reason being is because I understand that everybody got problems. And complaining about your problems ain't gonna solve your problems. And if you're looking for me to give you an answer for your problems, 9 out of 10, you know the answer to your problems. Because if you're looking for an answer for your problems, if you're looking for the answer for your problems from another man or another person, you know the answer. You know the answer. You know what to do. And I just don't care. Like, I don't know. I just got this like lax. Like, I'm real. I can't explain it, y'all. But I just don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And it's all from me just doing semen retention for a while and learning that my primal energy is nothing to be scared of. Your primal energy is the energy that's gonna get you to what you want out of life. It's gonna get you to where you want to be in life. It's gonna get you everything that you want out of life. Stop letting people tell you what's good or what's bad. Follow the laws of the universe and stop looking at good and bad. What's good and bad? Everything is perception. Everything is perception. Okay, you perceive it like that, but I don't. And that's it. Okay, if you perceive it like that and I don't, and we don't agree, we just don't agree. And if that's for us that's the case to make us fall out, so be it, And that's just me. That's my shadow side explaining itself a little bit more. But with all that being said, when you want semen retention bring out your primal side, aka your shadow side. You just gotta learn how to control it. Learn how to control it. Like learn that it's duality in life. That it's your shadow side and then your side. Just learn how to control. Like this, you gonna get it. If you on your work and you doing your path, you gonna get it. I ain't gotta explain too much. With all that being said, it's your boy DAZ'S, and I'm out of here. Peace.